first step will be to remove the player from your Miracle. So you're going to just disconnect the audio connection and the power charging cable. Charging audio cable is here on the bottom, and the charging cord is here on the left. And then you can just lift your player up with the stand. You can keep it all attached. The next step is to grab one of your USB cables. I'm going to take the one on the right side with the red dot. This is the one that charges your player. Now go ahead and grab the cable out of the USB adapter, the big end. Now once you have your player and your cable, you're going to take them over to your computer and plug them into your computer. The big end will go into a USB spot, and the small end will go into the side of your player. Just like that. So we're going to assume that you've already done your voice code using the Sound Therapy app. I'm going to run through it really quick here, fast forwarded, doing a vowel recording, just so you can see it in the app if you haven't done this yet. Again, this is really fast forwarded version. This will take a couple more minutes in real life. But once your voice code is created and your download comes in, you're going to get an email, and you're going to get your email option here if you swipe from left to right. This is in case you didn't see the email or you need to send it again, and then you just click that email key and it'll send to your inbox. Now we're going to go into your email. I'm checking my email here, and you're going to get two emails. One that says your voice sample was received, and the second says your voice code assessed. Now open up that assessed email, and you're going to see a couple links here. One is for the Voice Code WAV download link, which is the one we're going to use. The other is for your report. So on this click to access button, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to do a save link as here in Windows. And let's move this down. Here you can decide where you want to save it. I'll put it on the desktop, and then I'm just going to rename this. I'm going to name this Ian Vowels. I'm going to leave that front date on there, just so when I look at my player later, I know what date I made this. And then I'll click on save. And it'll take just a couple minutes for that to download. It's a pretty large size file, but once that comes in, we can go ahead and transfer that over to the player. Now we're going to go to where we actually copy the audio file. So once it's downloaded, go to where you saved it. I saved mine on the desktop here. If I single left click, it'll highlight in blue. And then I'm going to come up here to the left, do a copy. Once you've got your file copied, you can go to our music drive. I'm going to go down here to Sport Go. Everything we put under music in the music folder, and then I'm going to copy this into all these folders, first starting with the AM. So I double click in here, I can do a right click and paste, and then it's going to ask me if I want to copy it without the properties. Just go ahead and click yes on that. You may or may not see that. And I'm going to continue that process with each of these three folders. The deep sleep, I'm going to come in here, I'll do a paste. You don't have to do a copy again because you've already got it in memory. You just click yes on without properties. And then we're going to do that also for the PM folder. Now again, putting these voice codes into all of the folders you're going to be listening to allow you to have that repeated exposure, even if you're not actively listening or even have the sound on, but you'll be getting tuned up with those frequencies throughout the day and throughout when you sleep. Now I've done a paste inside of the AM folder, the PM, and the deep sleep now. I also did one more paste from desktop to just the music folder. These will take a few seconds to get transferred over, maybe a minute or two. And then the next step is we're going to come up here and just double check these folders for your file. So I see it in the AM, I see it here in the PM, and then I'm going to check the deep sleep, and there's my file as well. So if you want to delete your old files, just single click and then just do that red delete X and say yes. That's how you bring back old files when you update from week to week. And that is the process. So you've just updated and transferred your voice code over to your player. So now all we need to do now is disconnect the cords from the computer. We'll pull out this USB cord, and we'll go ahead and take our player back over to the Miracle. I've got the Miracle player in this shot. reconnect your power cord here on the left side. Then connect your audio cable splitter down into the bottom. And then I'm going to get this back over to folders, go over to music, and then I'm going to start up. If I click up, my voice code's here at the bottom, and I'll press the center key to play that. So I'm just missing one USB cable on the back here. I'll connect this small end back in to that red dot inside. A little tricky, I have my orientation wrong, but get that in there snug. And then the big end is going to go back into your USB adapter. Once you've got that plugged back in, your player will charge, you'll see red lights, and your setup is complete. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we will be happy to help.